Hi, everyone. Let's see. Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm here. I'm freezing, so I had to put my house coat on. I don't really care. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, we'll get some good messages coming through. So I am just going to light my Palo Santo. Yep, in just a moment, Christy. So just a moment, I'll put the link up for you, okay? Great. Awesome. Hey, Desiree. Thank you. No worries. I'll just put that link up in just a moment. Just a little bit early, so we'll just wait 5 minutes or so, and then I'll get that link up for you. So, hi, Denise. Hi, Stacy. Hopefully everyone's okay. As we move in to this new energy coming up, right? And I'm just making sure I've got everything Palo Santo. Hi, Gina. Thank you so much. Now, when I put the link up, I'll put the link up for donations, okay? And so once you've made a donation, just type done in the comments so I can give you a number. And then make sure you're here live with me. So the play bar's all the way to the right. Stay live. If you have to go somewhere else, open up a new tab and go somewhere else. But keep the live on so that when it's your turn, we're all not waiting as well. So excellent. Okay. All right. So all right, everybody. Yep. I'm putting it in now. So I'm putting in the link now. Okay. This is going to be the link, and I'm going to replace the pinned link with the link for PayPal. Okay. Has a few options. Hi, Claudine. Okay. All right. So at the top of the pinned message, it will have the link for PayPal. I'm going to double check it. Okay. It works perfectly as well. So, okay. And we will see what comes up as we move into this new energy for the eclipse on Friday. I will be here on Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live for readings on Friday, but I'll be making some videos because it's extremely important. The energy that we're building up to right now and have been since the beginning of November, there are things that are turning over left, right, and center, okay, already. And we move into Friday's, the 19th, the eclipse on the Friday in Taurus. And it's a partial eclipse, but it's almost full. But it's the first time that this has happened like this. It's a long eclipse. It's like 3 hours or something. It's the first time it's happened like this since 500 years ago. So really interesting energy. So Teresa says she's done. So Teresa, you're number 1, okay? Teresa White. And then number 2 is Christy Wheeler. So just listen out for your number to be called, okay? I'm still going to wait a little while for people to come through as well. And it is what it is, whatever comes through for you tonight. Make sure you have a question or something or a focus, unless you want me to just tell. See if I can see what's going on. I do have my crystal sphere, and I have my rose quartz one also, depending. Now I just got to make sure I've got a little candle as well. It may not matter so much. I also have cards, so usually have a little candle that I have on my table. So just a minute. All right. Okay. All right. Hi, Delia. Okay, so Delia, you'll be number 3, okay? All right. Well, we get everybody all going. Thank you. I think I have Lisa as well that's just come up. So, yeah, Lisa. But Lisa, you are number 4, okay? And I will start in a moment. Okay. And also, I appreciate those of you who are following on TikTok. I'm starting to get to do readings on TikTok as well now live. And I've been just doing some where I'm just giving free questions away, doing free readings. So I'll be doing some of those in some Devine Cafe in there as well. So I appreciate if you follow me on TikTok. There's a lot of fun in there as well. All right. Thanks, Lisa. Number 4. Okay. So I usually just wait a moment for some people. So today I want to keep my sunstone close to me. Claudine is number 5, okay? All right. Excellent. Okay, so Teresa, I'm going to start with you. Number 1, Teresa, I'm going to put your name in the chat. So if Teresa, if you could come into the chat where I've put your name. And hopefully this will go nice and smoothly today as well. So Teresa, and this is what we don't want to have happen. So you make sure that you're all the way to the right with your play bar so that when I call your name, we can get started. She was here just a second ago. Hi, Teresa. Okay. So do you have a question? Would you like me to use cards? What would you like? I don't think you're live with me, Teresa. Okay. So you're there, okay, but I think you're a little bit behind, okay? You're a little bit behind, so make sure your play bar's all the way to the right so we can stay connected. You're about a minute or so behind. Gina, you'll be number 6. Okay, in general. Okay, crystal ball. All right. So, Teresa, I'm just going to tune in for you first, and then I'm going to go into the crystal ball. Okay. Thanks, Stacy. So, Teresa, I'm going to tune in, and then I'm going to go into the crystal ball, and we will see what comes out for you. So just be ready for healing as well. And make sure you've paid using the PayPal link that I've given you, because we can't see, Claudine can't see your payment right now. So, okay, great. All right, Teresa. So I'm just going to let my husband deal with the chat right now while I tune in and keep going, okay? All right. Okay, Teresa, just be open to receiving healing information, okay? I do get that for Teresa, there's like this heavy cloud around you right now. And perhaps this is just worries, concerns, overthinking perhaps as well. Seems like this heavy cloud is sort of sitting on your shoulders. Just going to do best to clear that away. And there's just this, this is for Teresa. So obviously I'm still connecting with you, but there's still this energy of, when I'm looking at someone's energetic blueprint kind of thing, it's sectioned off into areas, and the legs, your legs in particular, and the knees down from in the legs area, it feels like there's a stagnation here, like the energy is very low compared to the rest of your body. Sometimes I see this if someone's had some kind of surgery in the past, or they're not connected or grounded into the earth. So just be patient. We're just going to do that now. It feels like you've got this weight on your shoulders, Teresa. There are people that you're thinking about or concerned about, and maybe people come to you with a lot of problems as well. And there is a time of rest coming for you. You also have like female energy around you. I'm not quite sure. These are loved ones from the other side, and they're females mostly, bringing forth a lot of love and support for you as well. Sometimes this happens, like we get a lot of family and ancestors that come forth towards Christmas time and Thanksgiving and all those sorts of things too. So I just feel there's a lot of support for you, and one of them's telling you to stop worrying. I feel this is a mother energy. Just releasing a lot of energy from the head space and shoulders. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Teresa. All right, I'm just going to do the crystal ball as well. So hopefully this is making sense to you. Okay, Teresa. All right, so the first thing that is coming up is this connection, something that you're just about to. It looks to me something like you're just about to move into. So it was all chaos and hectic, and then I've got this line, and then you stepping over that line into this new energy for yourself as well. Now there are different avenues that you could have taken as well, Teresa, but it looks like you've stepped into something or away from something now, and this is bringing forth a lot of new directions for you. I see this rest that you need, though. This is coming up. And this rest that you need, you're just going to feel kind of like worn out. Okay, maybe you're already feeling that way. But this rest keeps coming up. There's also something about hospitals or nursing homes, those kinds of things where there's an energy from it that is connected to you. I feel like you're going to have quite a bit of a clear space, and then the next part of the journey is going to start. So you're going to feel like a lot of your troubles are, moving behind you. Okay, Teresa? I feel like as well that there seems to be a lot of pressure, and this is what I could see when I was doing your energy sort of clearing. Grandmother, mother. There is someone else, also a male energy. This could be a spirit guide, though, and he seems to be really, really powerful, has a very, very large presence. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's like your spirit guide is extremely tall, soldier type of looking guy here. Probably been through many battles with you. And I get the message that, you've been through a lot worse. In even in this life and past lives as well, but you've got your defenses up a little bit as well. Sort of seems like it. You're waiting for something to happen, and you're fearing that it may be a negative thing. And this is just asking you to pull back from that. Make sure you're resting and understand that there's a lot of people that are going to come forward through and help you soon as well. The next sort of thing that I'm seeing is, as I said, a release of those old ties. Maybe this is because the moon's coming in as well, and it's really important, and a new direction beginning to open up. But it seems that you've made that decision to do this anyway. With their problems. Yep. You have to make sure that because you are really sensitive, Teresa, that you make sure that you are really focused on protecting yourself. Okay, really focused on protecting. There's Bibi's at the window, our dog, because otherwise you're going to absorb it as your own, and all of a sudden, you become unwell. Okay. So rest is coming. There's help available for you. There's assistance there. Make sure that you're protecting. New direction is starting for you. It's going to be a lot smoother sailing than what you had before as well. And you have a lot of support surrounding you as you move into this new cycle of your life as well. Okay? I sort of see two cats as well, but I'm not sure if that's just I'm not sure if that is just because you love cats maybe, or they are looking after you, but there's 2 cats. No, I didn't feel like this was about love. I felt like you were stepping into a new direction with regards to work of some kind. But there's somebody right there anyway. Maybe that somebody is also connected with your new connection with love. But I wasn't getting that feeling straight away, maybe because you didn't ask, but as well. All right, let me just quickly, Teresa, let me just quickly just pull a couple of cards as well. If you're asking about love, I will just ask for that for you. Yeah. So new direction work, because that's what that was. And this, this is backing that up. That this is, you're going to get, this is a 6 of Wands, so this is good news on its way, public recognitions, awards, new directions, feeling really good about yourself with the 6 of Wands. So this is a very, very work-based card. So I was right the first time, I wasn't picking up on love. So yeah, something to do with work where you're getting recognized for your skills. This also comes in with this Taurus energy that we have right now, of skills and resources and finances and all of those things. Okay. So whatever it is that you've decided to do over the next 6 weeks, okay, you will start seeing things fall into place. You've made the decision to move ahead, and that's positively what you should be doing as well. Okay. So thank you, Teresa. It seems to be all positive for you, but don't take on other people's stuff. Protection. Okay. All right. Christy. Thank you, Teresa. Just moving into Christy now. Thank you, Christy, for hanging in there. Let me see. Try to connect with Angel, Harry, or Michael for guidance with your dog. Is it time to go, and should I have vet do this? I'm struggling so much with this. He's being my strength and ultimate gift. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you, you're welcome, Teresa. Christy, I can tell you right now that your dog always knows when they're going. I know that sounds silly. They don't hold on to it like we do. If it's time for your pet to pass away, okay, and you do it all gently and, with all the assistance of the vet and all that sort of stuff, okay, it's not going to be something where your dog is like, I'm so angry with you, you've done this to me. I can tell you your dog is always, or anyone's animal is always more ready than we are for the transition, because they know they're only here for a short while. But let me, Christy, let me just tune into this for you a little bit more, okay? And see, I know you're struggling with it. I know we've got 3 dogs. I've lost 3 animals this year, okay? All 3 animals this year have gone also for me. So not our 3 dogs we have here, but animals that I had in Australia for a long time. So, yeah. So they always know. And even if it's a fall, even if it's a car accident, or even if, that sort of thing, if they're going to be in pain, that's the main point. Okay. But let me just tune into this for you. Okay. Christy, I'm just going to do this for a minute. Okay, so I'm just I just want to ask you, Christy. Okay, all I'm seeing is sort of like fur right now. Okay, so I'm just wondering, is this a dark haired dog? I just want to make sure. Darker hair. Like I sort of saw some of the curls. Okay, all right. Let me just tune in. So I do get this message that he's very grateful to you and loves you very much. And the energy around is, it's up to you, of course, how you want to proceed. But there is pain, okay? There's hurting and pain, and it feels like there's older stuff there too, like hips, aching in the hips. I'm sort of getting something in the back as well. Things are not working how they should be. There's something about the bladder, also like the pelvis area. I'm getting something about the shoulder. So there's been some pain going on, okay? And animals are really resistant. Like animals are really like, they will do what you want to do. Like they will try to get well, and they will try to work through whatever they need to, but they also wait for you to make that call. So just know that Archangel Hariel works with animals, of course, that are domesticated animals, okay? So can help ease the transition if you want that, okay? If you do decide to keep him alive and around, just know that there seems to be it's uncomfortable. It seems to be there's not going to be much liveliness going on, right? There's going to be, you know what I mean? And it just feels like it's up to you, and he's waiting for you to do whatever you want. He will respond. But, life is painful, and it seems to have been for a little while. So yes, with them being old like this, I mean, it's always up to you, of course, but just think about being in pain for him. And also, are you keeping him, with you just because? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like we have to sort of allow that transition to occur, because he's hanging in there for you. So soon as you say it's okay, it's okay, Mummy's going to be right there, we're going to do this together, it's okay. As soon as you sort of say that, he's going to relax a lot as well. And I'm really sorry. Yes, it's really difficult with animals, because they always tell you exactly how something is, but it's not always easy to relay that to us as owners. We don't want to hear that they are ready to go. We just want to hear that they want to be with us forever, kind of thing. So, yeah, of course. What ends up happening with dogs is, for example, needing a younger body. It's like you will always recognize them. I found that, with certain dogs, I can see a resemblance. Sometimes it's not straight away, but I can see the resemblance later on. So perhaps, with the transition, what dogs are trying to do is to move up in evolution. All animals are trying to move up in evolution. However, if their only chance of sort of connecting with you is through being an animal, right, then they can come back in that way, right? They can just keep on coming back in that way to support you until you're ready, and until they are ready for the next part of their evolution. It just seems that that's the way it works. So for dogs, for example, they will go into a larger animal, or if they've done enough work within their space or had the right owners, they'll come back in the human form as well. So yeah. Ugh. So it's a really tough situation. I know that it's horrible, but you spend as much time with him as you need. Make sure that you tell him what you want to say, because he'll be listening to all of it. He'll be ready. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And if you're the type of anybody who has animals that are loving and kind to their animals will allow that animal the passage to move into the next evolution, next evolutionary cycle, I guess you could say. And the ones that the poor animals that are mistreated, or they don't see human kindness, they tend to come back until that occurs as well. So yeah, you're very welcome. And make sure you Archangel Hariel is really good. Of course, you already know that with animals, but also just a second. Okay, so I've got my book here. I just want to have a quick look in here, because I'm pretty sure I put all right, so Archangel Michael, of course, is also helpful. Connecting in, Zadkiel is another one. Just a moment. You can also use any of the angels that help with personal healing, like Raphael, we all know, and the Archangel Hamiel, which is an angel of miracles. You can always call on them, Raphaela as well, Zuriel, okay? So you'll know what to do and who to call on. Yep. But excellent, for sure. And when they go, usually animals will, when they first transition and they're sort of getting all their healing as well, they also welcome other animals. They're waiting for them to play, as they come over, and then they all go and have some healing and understand what their lessons were as well. You don't have to do anything really. The most important thing that you do, you can light candles, you can, do all of that sort of stuff, but it's more talking with him, spending time with him, and, reassuring him that you're okay, because that's his main concern. It's not, he doesn't worry about the transition, but it's whether you're okay, to allow this to happen. And to let him go peacefully like that is a beautiful thing. Many animals we know are just murdered, slaughtered, dumped, don't have much of a life, but it's more that you let him know that you're okay, and then it'll be a much easier process. So thank you, Christy. Thank you very much. My thoughts are with you all as well. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're always sending much love, especially with animals. I know how hard this is. Okay. Hi. Okay. All right. Delia. Okay. So I'm still going to start yours now. Okay. Let me tune in for you, Delia. I just want to. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. I just want to sort of clear because of the mediumship energy. No, it's okay, Delia. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Carrie, just a moment. Delia, I am working with you now, okay? Okay, so Delia, the message that I'm getting about this is that, sort of catching this early, all right? You're going to have to focus on your heart energy and focus on whether there's joy in your life as well, because this will govern everything else that's happening, and it will govern the immune response and everything that's happening to you. There just seems to be one that if you worry about and stress yourself out about this, it's going to only get worse. Okay. Go and see. I mean, you need your energy shifted out of your body. So obviously I would like to be able to help you with some, weekly sort of work with you. But I would also recommend a naturopath, okay, to balance the body. Your body is just out of balance here. I feel that this will heal, but your mindset has to also heal as well. The angel Haniel comes to mind. So Archangel Haniel works a lot with us around how we feel about ourselves. And if your immune response is very sluggish, then it's telling me that you don't see yourself in a very high light at all. You see yourself as lacking, and your body's responding to that. And maybe this has been something that you've dealt with for a long time. So the way that I work energetically and with healing as well is that we would need to talk over the phone. That's free. And then you have sessions that are after that. And by talking on the phone to me, I can map out a healing plan. But I would recommend also nutrition, going to a naturopath, for example, and balancing up these emotions inside of you. Okay. I don't want to elaborate too much here on a, public sort of a place, but there's just so many things that have been going on for you in your life that your immediate response is a lowering of the self. So now you've got this response, where your immunity is not working properly. Okay. Doesn't want to fight anything off. Ask yourself if you feel this way about you just can't be bothered. Maybe you've got a lot of energy drain. Maybe you're feeling really fatigued. Maybe you just feel sore all over your body. All of these are also symptoms of energetic attack as well. So, you got to look at this on a whole level, because sometimes, what a doctor will do is put you on medication, and then you've got to fight the medication with other medication because of the symptoms it brings, instead of getting to the heart of the problem, literally the heart of the matter, the root of the problem, and get rid of that. And then the body can start to heal. And definitely like Hashimoto's and all types of immune disorders I've worked with in the past and gotten past them. So there's nothing to say that you can't heal, but you've got to look at it on a much bigger level than just, oh, this is happening and what am I going to do and will it get fixed, without looking at how you got there. And I think that's important for everyone to hear as well. Okay. So also with this, okay. So sorry, numbness. Yep. So of course the distant healing is going to help you. And I do it very thoroughly over a period of 4 weeks. However, it would be really good to do a phone call, and so I can really get to the bottom of what's going on with you, and then from there do the 4 weeks and see where you're at the 4 weeks. Because what happens to a lot of people is they're like, okay, here's the 4 weeks, I'm finished. Okay, I know exactly what I need to do now. And that's the clarity that you need. So, maybe just think, I don't like to push my stuff on people, but it's, I am a healer. I come as a healer. And that means that the energy of healing flows through me. And I am in tune with, your psychological, spiritual, energetic self, dimensional self, all aspects of who you are, to bring that all into balance for yourself. But I just feel like if you want to do that, maybe you can try a week or something of distant healing, but it would be really good to get to the bottom of it all as well. Wow. Okay. Oh gosh, Britney, sorry to hear that. Okay. So let me okay. So you think about it, Delia. I can always send you healing codes, which is just some music that you listen to. But I'd really like to be able to, even if you send me a recording, just make a recording for me on your phone and say, okay, these are the things that I've been dealing with, and we can kind of go back and forth. We don't even have to do a phone call that way. But if I know exactly what you're dealing with, then it's much easier for me to pinpoint everything that's going on. And it's a more complete, well-rounded energy. And I feel better doing it that way because I know I'm thoroughly working with you. So, yeah. Yep, perfect. Okay, so Archangel Michael, I get Archangel Haniel working with you, and those tell me protection and heart space. Straight away, I can feel the heaviness in your body as well. So hopefully, okay. All right, so Delia, so what you just need to do is just you email me. We'll work out a mutual time, and we'll probably do it on WhatsApp. And then I'll just talk to you over the phone, and I'll ask you some questions that sometimes the questions that are asked are, not what you're thinking is included with healing, but I'm like the mastermind of doing it in a certain way. So I'd be more than happy to help you as well. Excellent. Okay, so so you can email me, WhatsApp me, whatever you want to do, and we'll work out a time and go from there, okay? All right. No worries, Delia. Thank you so much as well. Okay. All right, so just a moment, everybody. I need to figure out where we are at here. Okay, so all right, just wait a moment, everybody. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay, so number 8 is Carrie. Number 9 is Janet. And number 10 is Britney. All right, just hold off on any more donations right now till I figure out all of this. Okay. All right, so I just had to be straight on my piece of paper what was going on. Thank you, Donna. That's lovely. Yeah, Lewis is number 7. Thank you. Is either Luis or Lewis. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, Donna. All right. Okay, no problem, Delia. So, Delia, just take a look at all the different healing packages on there. But what we'll do is just organize the call first and then set up the rest, okay? Luis, okay. No worries. All right, so Lisa Berry is next. Number 4, Lisa Berry. Okay, Catherine, I'll just double check you. Kathy, you are number 11, okay? I'm up to number 4 right now, so we get there. Thank you very much. All right, Lisa. Okay, so Catherine, I've got you at number 11. Okay, so we'll hang in there. We may just hold off on donations right now. We'll see how we're going because we're only at number 4, okay? And I don't hurry. I just take my time. So okay, but I will be back on Friday as well. So I just wanted to let you know, if you don't get in tonight, I'll probably go Friday either here or TikTok for readings, okay? Because it's going to be a full moon eclipse and we need this. All right, Lisa. So health and love, a message from spirit, okay? Here we go, Lisa. Now, just quickly, is a little heads up. I do have the 2022 reading, which is made for you. It is hours of work for you, okay? And it's all about each month breakdown for the new year, declarations, angels, attunements, all kinds of things. If you want a discount on anything and you're listening tonight, okay, the discount code is 10. Just put in the word 10 and you'll get 10% off anything. So if you buy tonight, anything, 10% off. It would be a good idea with the big forecast for next year, okay? So have a think about that as well. Excellent. Beautiful, Susan. Okay, Lisa, Barry, connecting in with you, okay? Okay, Lisa, there's some like headaches. I feel there's pressure at least going on in your head. Your energy is all over the place. Okay, so just be open. We just need to bring you back in and ground you down a little bit. Feels like your emotions are really heightened right now. And I keep seeing this little guy. Okay, he's an old man and he's a smaller frame and he has glasses, like black frame. And it's not a top hat. It's like a bowler hat, maybe. I see this hat on him and a suit as well. He's sort of just standing there all cool and casual. So I don't know whether I'm trying to figure out whether he's with you in spirit or he's like with you as somebody that you know. I feel more so. Okay, so it's going into black and white. So I feel like this is someone related to you. Okay, so there's been some kind of situation for you, Lisa, that has kind of been a little bit heavy. Maybe you've been going through a lot of change that's just very recent. And it's kind of like one thing after another is what I'm getting from you. And this is causing you to be all over the place energetically. So we're just got to bring the gritting back into your body and ground you and align you as well. There's something about the shoulder and the going into the neck for you. I've got the right side, but sometimes it's mirrored. You're like, it's like you're standing in front of me. So my right is your left. And like this headache energy, like heavy, like a vice. I'm just sort of also getting from you, if you're still there, Lisa, sort of hard to see. Lisa, if you're still there, the energy that I'm sort of getting is like this heaviness, a fullness in the stomach area as well. Like it's always there. And this to me is stress related. Okay, so if you can lose the worry and the stress energy, pull that away from you. And it's like you're going to have to detach a little bit more. That stress energy is causing bloating and like you're also reacting to the moon, right? So you are connected in with the moon a lot. So whenever there's something going on with the moon, there's something going on with you. And because this is such an eclipse, you need to think back what you were doing in 2014, okay? Because this is mirroring something that's going on now. I mean, this is for everybody that's listening as well. Something that you were doing in 2014 is repeating itself. A way of thinking, a way of doing something, how you see yourself. Now, I know that inflammation, okay, in the body is the biggest cause of everything that goes wrong kind of thing. If you pull the inflammation out and it's, the cortisone increases with stress and, what you're eating changes when you're stressed and the emotions are there, there's the sugar and all that sort of thing. But if you go more alkaline in your diet, there's no inflammation that can exist. So the swelling comes out, the weight goes down naturally, So you know how to do all of that, to just increase your salads, increase your juices, cut back on, meats or proteins or whatever, if that's what you eat. And no cheese, use the Delia cheese, which is, dairy-free. You can get it anywhere now, or Follow Your Heart cheese is another good one. No dairy in it. So, got to get that inflammation out of your body, because not only are you frustrated with things that have happened, but you're frustrated because you don't see changes in your body, and this has to shift out and away from you. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for you as well. Yeah. I love deities too. We actually found this one that melts really, really well. If you ever want it on anything, and it's the Monterey Jack deities. It melts really well. They used to make it, and it was really hard for it to melt. And so it would be like still sort of sitting there or whatever. Not that we have much cooked food, but all right. So all right, Lisa, let me just see. I'm just going to pull some cards for you as well. Okay, so the first thing is that this is the 8 of Earth, and this is the angel deck, okay? And it's saying that your skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic. So that's what you're doing right now, okay? Studying in order to share your knowledge with somebody else. And this is the direction that would be most beneficial for you. So we're always looking at, and I'm just itching because I got a woolen shirt on. We're always looking at things that are beneficial for us rather than things that are detrimental. And your knowledge, your skill set, and your way of teaching others is gonna change your life as well as you move forward. So the 4 of water, that indicates this heavy energy that I'm feeling around you as well. So you feel like you've missed an opportunity, you're feeling discontented or boredom, but there's plenty of opportunities. And what seems like a disaster kind of energy or something that you just couldn't see happening is going to be a blessing in disguise. The emotions need to be in balance. I feel like there's a lot of contentment energy that's coming forward though. But you're going to have to contend with your emotions, especially around the full moon, new moon energy. And we have this Scorpio energy, even though it was there at the beginning of November, it's still sort of sitting with us as we move into the Taurus energy as well. Remember that this is something that hasn't been around for 500 years. It was quite similar in 2014, but it hasn't been the same as this. This is huge. We won't see it again in our lifetime. What's happening on Friday? We're not going to ever see it again because it's not going to happen for 2666 or something like that. So there's happiness here and there's gratitude here, and there's a reason for you to smile also in the near future. And you're at a new beginning. The 10 energy always says 1 to me, which is a new beginning. And also that you've planted really good seeds. There's unnecessary worry. There's a temporary pause in action, but you're going to see why that needs to be there. And I feel like that's also a bigger message for you, Lisa, right? You'll understand why this is all happening in this way. It feels like it feels like there's a lot of things all at once that has just happened, right? And it stirred you up, and it stirred old things up as well, and confusion also. But you're going to get the clarity from this after Friday, most likely. After this eclipse energy, you'll get clarity and understanding of what's going on. So I feel get the inflammation out of your body. This will be for anyone that's listening. And the only reason I know this myself is because of doing things both ways. So, for example, I used to just eat like everybody else, all processed food, whatever, pizza, whatever. And I was always having that, even though I was very active, always having problem with bloating, swelling, painful joints and all that sort of stuff. And it wasn't until I took out, dairy and meat, and that was 15 years ago, and then took out all chemicals. So this year, my husband and I have taken out all chemicals from our diet and gone raw, basically. And, once in a while we'll have something cooked, but raw food. And it just completely changed everything. And so you're on another wavelength again, right? As well. So, take out anything inflammatory and anything chemical. So try to keep everything as organic as possible. You won't believe how much the chemicals will affect you until you don't have them anymore. And your abilities will start to go through the roof as well. Okay. So thank you, Lisa. You know that I'm always there if you want readings or healing or, getting to the bottom of stuff. Okay. As well. And use the code 10. Anyone that's listening, use the code 10 and you get 10% off whatever you want to choose, your own recording or whatever. Especially would like people to try the next year's reading because it's huge. Like I spend a long time in here preparing it for you. So, okay. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, anything on love. Okay. So let me just quickly finish that off for you. Sorry. Love, Lisa. It feels like right now you feel like it's never going to happen, that there's not much occurring, that you're trapped in the past. But I feel like there's also that 10 of Cups energy that came up for you, which shows that you're going to get what you want. But right now, you got to deal with what you're doing. And, there's this illusion that you have of being stuck somewhere, like nothing's going to come, nothing's going to get better, no one's going to be there. And even if they do, what if I can't trust them? There's that kind of thing, okay? You have to get rid of all that nonsense. Otherwise, you'll just keep bringing to you what you're thinking about, and it'll just be the wrong person, and then you'll get all downhearted. But if we were looking at a timing, let me see if I can just quickly get a timing. Okay. Okay, so this says something coming in like 3 weeks. Okay, so I asked the timing about somebody. So there's someone coming in 3 weeks if they're not already as well. Okay. All right. So thank you, Lisa. Now that my husband's cooked me out, I'm nice and warm in here. So there we go. Yeah. So just focus on yourself right now, and the rest will definitely take care of itself for you as well. Okay. So I'm just going to move this around so 3 weeks. It seems like that's what's coming in. Also. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. The next person is Gina. Okay. And then it's Claudine. I think that's the way it worked out. All right. So Gina. Gina now. Okay, so those people that are coming in now for a reading, we're already full for tonight, but I'm going to be back most likely on Friday. or either here or TikTok, or Sunday as well. I'll probably come back also. We'll see. But yeah, I get booked up pretty quickly. So check out, there'll be some free readings and things coming up soon too. So thanks for coming in, everybody. So Joan, coming in, dizziness, make sure that you're getting checked out with your ears as well, because that can make you feel unbalanced. But also dizziness can be about what's happening energetically. Without knowing anything about you, I don't really want to make a medical sort of decision for you, but yeah, it could be the ears that's causing that. It could be a lot of things. So it could be your eyesight going. It could be heart-related energy. It could be all kinds of things. So something for a deeper type of a reading. So right now I'm waiting on Gina. So I think it's Gina. That's what's in the name for PayPal. Gina, yep. Okay. Yep. And then it will be, that's okay. Thank you, Nazeli. Thanks for stopping by. So Gina, and then Claudine, Louise, and then Carrie, Janet, Britney, Catherine. Yep. So Gina, if you don't come forward, then we'll have to move on to the next one. So this is what ends up happening is people lose the live stream for whatever reason. And then we're behind. Okay. Yay. Nope, I was waiting on you, Gina. If you're here right now, just answer me right now. Yes, you can hear me? Hi, Christina. You see, because there's a minute in time, so make sure you're all the way across on the right. I know she's here. I'm waiting for her to tell me what she wants me to do, because I don't see any of that. I mean, Gina's here. I can see her in the thing, but I asked her to answer me right away, but it's a lag. So, okay, there we go. Thank you, Gina. Okay. All right, Gina. Okay, so just everybody in the chat, just let me deal with Christina. Christina, it would be better if you did a private reading with me with something like that, okay? So just email me or go to my website, have a private recording. That would be better. All right, Gina? So sorry. So, Gina, just listening. I'm just focusing on you right now, okay? I'm sorry, Christina, but I got to focus on what I'm doing here. Okay, so Gina, I'm going to tune into you energetically, okay? And then we'll see what comes through. This is coming from a healing perspective by me. So through doing the healing, I get a lot of messages for you. If someone comes through, I will give you a description, but I need you to stay in the chat with me so that I can see. Sometimes I need your feedback, okay? It's okay, Christina. So let's go, Gina. Yep, I can see you, Gina. Okay, tuning into you now. Okay, so Gina, first of all, there's just a lot of energy around you that doesn't seem like you've had a clearing perhaps in a long time. So we're just allowing this energy to move away from you because you've got a lot of other people's stuff hanging on you. The anxiety with driving is picking up from accidents and things that have been on the road, okay? And you're picking up the energy from those times and that those traumas and those stresses, and you're overthinking this and it builds up inside of you. So you need more protection, Gina, okay? And with that, I mean asking Archangel Michael to shield you in a triple shield of protection. It protects you from anything, but you've also got to stop making it more pronounced by the language that you use. So when you say my anxiety on the road, then you're ensuring that that's what you're going to get. I get anxiety means you're going to get anxiety. Overthinking things means that you're going to get anxiety because anxiety comes from fear. And fear, it loves to torment people, right? So it's something that you're afraid of occurring before it's occurred. And perhaps this is part of your life where you want to know what's coming up in the future so that when you step forward, you know for sure it's going to be okay. So there's an unsteadiness with you that's come not from driving. It's just been with you. And I would say most likely you didn't have protection when you were small. Maybe your father wasn't around, or if he was, there was something else that was disconnecting you from family in some way. So you've been feeling like you have to fend for yourself. Okay, and this is what's coming up for you, Gina. I get that you're in many different places at once. So your mind thinks about all these different things. And what you don't realize is that your energy actually goes to all of those places. And that's what caused depletion in people. And then we get a lowering of light in the body. And then all of a sudden you're unwell. Okay, so this is a cycle. It's going around. It's going around. You get better. And then you're not thinking about it. And then you'll start feeling a rush or anxiety, whatever you want to call it. And then you start thinking about that until the point where it's almost a panic attack on the road. Okay. I also feel a strain in your neck. And a pressure in the front of you. So this may be the heaviness, like you feel pressure on you a lot. It's starting to make its way into your physicality. Okay, so just be open to receiving healing to lift this away from you. This is most important. I'm just asking if there's anybody from the spiritual realms that want to connect with you, and I will see if I can describe them. Okay, there's a young man that's coming forward with dark hair. He's kind of well-dressed. He seemed like he looked after. He's passed away young, like in his 20s. And I feel like it was an accident. And he has a really great big smile. Part of me wants to say that there's something about a motorbike with this person, but it could just be, I'm trying to be objective, it could just be that he actually really liked motorbikes, but there's something about a motorbike now. Okay, so Gina, hopefully you're still there. Okay, so Gina, are you still there? Can you just let me know where we're at here? So Gina, if you're there, can you just let me know? Yeah, I think Gina's behind a little bit. It seems like she's not live completely, but I need her to answer here. Okay, so Gina, what I'm noticing, okay, so you're about 2 minutes behind me. So now that I'm going to say this, I'm going to wait another 2 minutes. Yeah, it's Gina, can you hear what I was saying for your reading? That's the most important thing. Christina, is that who's come through? Is that for you? I kept looking at your name, Christina. I don't know. I'm going to oh my goodness. Maybe he's come in because you're here. Okay. All right, Gina. Gina, did you hear my message for you? Mm-hmm. So Christina, yeah, please email me. I just want to help you, okay? We'll talk. But I've got to keep on contact with Gina right now. I just want her to know. I just want her to answer whether she heard me talking all that time for her reading. Okay, thanks, Christina. Okay. So, all right. So do you have anything else you want to tell me, Gina? Do you have any more questions? Like there was all this thing going on with you energetically, etc. I was trying to see if there was someone coming in. Christina said that it sounded like her son, but I'm not sure. Came forward for you. Okay, makes sense. All right. Okay, Gina, looks like you're more in tune with us now. Good. Okay. So the reason I stopped the reading was because I just wanted to check in with you, but you were a couple of minutes behind. Okay. So now I want to ask you again, Gina, is there anything else that you want me to check up for you? Have a look at, okay? Because I was trying to tune in with this energy here, but a lot of healing was coming in your direction, Gina. Okay. Okay, let me go back here. You're seeing a lot of white butterflies and 911 in many ways, okay? Usually white butterflies are coming from angels, Gina, and usually white butterflies coming from angels, and seeing number sequences are usually for you, saying that there's something about to change in your life. I'm going to just do a little bit more of of cards for you, Gina, and when you catch up, you'll see it. Okay. Okay. All right. That's okay. That usually does not happen. All right. So this lady has claimed that person was connected. It sounds like her son. So that's totally separate. Usually I tune in for you, but what I'm sort of getting for you is that people are closer to you than you realize, okay? And I feel also for you, Gina, I'm just going to keep talking to you so that you'll see that I'm continuing your reading. It feels like there's something that's about to also shift into gear in your life with regards to money, and as well as there's this grief inside of you. So you are missing people in your life as well, and it is time for you to take a rest. Maybe you need this rest. There's also, sometimes this comes up when we are, so in need of rest that something will occur that will cause that rest to happen. Okay, so yep. I gave you some messages regarding anxiety, saying that when you're on the road, okay, when you're on the road, you're picking up from all of the people that have had accidents on the road as well as things that have happened to you as a child. So I wasn't sure if you were listening to all those things, but it seems like there's an anxiety or a need to know about the future. And this has come from being in a situation where you had a lack of support and you were the one that had to look after everybody or everything. So this situation comes up and it causes an ongoing situation to happen for you in your future if you let it, So the idea is to have a different perspective about yourself and see yourself in a different way. And perhaps also, also what you need to do is remembering that you have to focus yourself on where you're heading and not all the thoughts and things like that are continually going around. So focus on where you're heading, get yourself into alignment. Okay, as far as loved ones, I thought that this particular person was connected to you. I feel like it's more, there's a lot of grief around you as well, but I'm just going to close my eyes just for another moment, Gina, and then I'm finished, okay? Okay, so for Gina, there is a lady that had a problem with her legs. I feel like this is your grandmother or someone like a grandmother to you. And I'm just seeing the issues with her legs, but also old-fashioned kind of energy comes with this lady. She wants things done in a certain way. But she's always like talking to you. Perhaps this is also the connection with butterflies. For me personally, I see butterflies with the angels are close by, but my husband sees butterflies when his sister's close by. So maybe she's also bringing you that message of peace. I kind of feel like you need to know that everything's going to be okay. All right. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself first and foremost. And try your best not to be overreaching or over worrying about things as well. Okay. And so there's a lot of love being given to you right now. I see this lady with glasses and like white hair as well. Okay, Gina. So we've gone on a fair bit here. So hopefully you'll be able to look back and see just how far behind you were at times. But thank you very much for coming in. Okay. When I'm focused on your reading, I'm doing your reading. So all of the messages were actually for you, Gina. Although someone else is listening and it may sound like they're reading or whatever, all the messages were for you tonight, okay? And that other lady will, maybe that's a similar situation, who knows? So just forget about that. These were all the messages for you, okay? All right, Claudine. Yeah, thank you, husband. It's really hard as well for me when, everyone's behind. And that's why I'm always saying, please make sure you're live, because 20 minutes is gone and it didn't need to. So we will just keep on going. So now I'm looking for Claudine. Here she is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Claudine. All right, I'm just going to close my eyes and tune into you. Good timing for changing of careers, signing up for holistic massage therapy. You're a nurse, okay? Also seeing dragonflies. You're welcome, Gina. Okay. Okay, Claudine, so thank you for listening, and just be open to receiving healing as it comes in. the right side of your head, sort of down to the sort of above the in the diaphragm kind of area, or at the top, below your ribs, solar plexus area. So on the right side of your body, it's like this is not connecting. It's like your head is not connecting with the, okay. There's a whole lot of electricity as well within your energy field. Okay, so just let this balance for just a second here while I figure out what this is all about. All right, so I'm just wondering if you've been around anybody lately that's had a stroke, because that's the feeling I'm getting of a there's no energy, maybe not for you, but it's like a pulling, a dragging sensation. So I'm just trying to figure this out myself. Okay, anyone that you know with work or anything like that feels like this heavy sensation. It could just be, you or someone that you've picked up on. All right, so let this balance up. Okay. All right. So this energy that I'm sort of feeling is like a heaviness. Okay. I don't think it was anything to do with you, but I feel like you've absorbed a lot of energy from others. Maybe you work as a nurse or whatever. Maybe there's a case in there somewhere with someone that you got connected with. And being on the right side of the body, it most likely was a male energy that was drained of life kind of thing, something that you were connected with. And this is what's being highlighted to me as something that's affecting you. So I know that's not anything to do with what you're asking. It's just an adjustment that needs to be made. Okay, so they're just working on this now. And it may make you feel like you're confused sometimes as well. So when we're picking up other people's stuff, we just start taking on some of those characteristics or stresses or worries as well. Okay, so it's already feeling a lot better. So it's like something in the ear here had to sort of release this pressure away from you. Okay. So the message that I'm getting for you about massage or going into this kind of therapy is, yes, you will enjoy it. However, it will be time consuming and it will be a little exhausting as well. So as long as you're prepared for those things, you probably are if you've been a nurse for a long time. And the way that some people are. So you're going to have to make sure, you're going to have to make sure that you are not absorbing from your clients if you're getting into massage, okay? And this is probably the warning about it. So cleansing and clearing any energy that's not yours, bringing all parts of you back to your own being, okay, is the best and only way forward for you. Dragonflies are connected with spiritual knowledge as well. I feel like your sister may be the catalyst for you to begin more of a spiritual journey within yourself. to open up more to your own abilities and also your own mediumship abilities. You're talking to her all the time. So yes, you could say that she is coming in that form, but also that that's a message to you about your own spiritual energy and journey as well. All right. So, okay. All right. So, Claudine, so the holistic massage therapy. So you know what I'm saying with that. It's like you got to make sure that you're not absorbing from clients, because that's what's happened as you're a nurse or you have been a nurse. And I feel like there's this sensation of energy just drawing from you. Okay. So hopefully you'll feel a difference, that this has balanced itself up. Okay. Excellent. All right. And that you need to open up your spiritual journey more. And all of you that are listening, all of you have got these abilities. And this is what my message has always been to you, is that all of you can do what you see me doing. All of you can connect in. You just got to learn to do it in your way, in a way that works for you, right? So Claudine, your spiritual journey is opening more. So you're going to be receiving more messages coming in, but be open to them as well. Notice those signs also. And your spiritual journey is shifting. So spiritual wisdom comes from the dragonflies as well. So, and you talking to your sister, you need to keep doing that, because she's just answering you and having a conversation. You know what she would say. Yeah. You know what she would say, if she was still here. She's really proud of you. I feel like she just wants you to just do, not think, and also to have more fun. Allow yourself to have more fun. Do things a little more spontaneously, I guess, rather than thinking it all the way through kind of thing. But there's always a lot of love there too. Yeah. And very, very, the kind of feeling I'm getting from her is very naturey lady, like I'm getting goosebumps all over me right now. So it's sort of like, she puts her hands into stuff and could do anything, if she put her mind to whatever she wanted to. But also, sort of like there seems to be no regrets with her either. Like there's nothing that she's not over there going, God, I wish I'd done that in 1975. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's not it's not an energy of any regret. There's just doing, putting her hands into everything. But just know that this time it feels like, and this is what happened. My brother died in the year 2000. It changed everything for me with regards to mediumship. And he said to me, it's up to you. And I feel like that's what your sister's saying to you, Claudine. It's up to you now, and you've got to make everything you can out of this. And more is coming to you as well. So thank you, Claudine. Beautiful. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. You're welcome. All right, so hopefully you'll just feel a lot more, like you probably don't realize that you've had this heaviness there until it goes. And then you're like, oh, wow, I can think straight. So, yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Claudine. Okay, you're welcome. All right. Luis, come on down. Hi, Luis. Thank you for coming in. I don't think I recognize your name, so thank you for coming and being here. Perfect. All right, Luis, how can I help you? Do you have a question or something? So thanks so much. You answered one free question for me. Oh, that's lovely. That's fantastic. I love that. Well done. You basically changed your life. Fantastic. Okay. Well, how can I help you tonight? Your break felt super unnatural. Okay. All right, Luis, if you have some questions or something for tonight, let me know. The night before he broke up with me, his best friend said to me, I'm not the only spiritual person in the room. Oh, breakup. Oh, your breakup felt super unnatural. The night before he broke up with me, his best friend said to me, I'm not the only spiritual person in the room. Wow. It's a really strange thing to say. Okay, so Luis, stay right there. I'm going to see if I can tune into this and see what I'll see what comes through. Okay, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so first of all, just allow this healing energy to come through, okay? Because this is really important. I usually won't answer something about someone else's situation because you're asking me for the reading. I can tell you what I can feel, all right? But I can only give guidance about this because he hasn't asked for a reading. Do you know what I mean? I've got to be careful about crossing any lines. However, my feeling is that there was talk going on for a little while before, and it feels like your boyfriend was going through something. He was going through his own stresses and crisis or whatever. And in that grief energy or in that stressful energy, that's when there's been like a lowering of his own energy field, which allows, negative vibrations to come in. And sometimes what happens when there's a fear of losing somebody, which I feel he had a fear in a way of losing you at some point. When that happens, they can talk themselves out of being in something that's good for fear of losing it later on down the line. And along with that, there's somebody else there, maybe the best friend or whatever, sort of encouraging, in a way, picking on or finding faults, I guess is the word to say. Finding faults. So, this guy just runs and flees away from it before it gets to be more intense for him, right? So it's like a fear reaction. It's because, people have that fight or flight, and some people just run away when they are faced with something that's really good for them because they're afraid that it may end at some point. So how could this be happening to me? How could this person really be interested in me? There's something wrong here. Okay, I'm going to get out of it. And if there's an accumulation with that and a lot of negative buildup, okay, doesn't take much to tip the scales and run away. So my advice for you, Luis, is first, try your best to stay distant for a moment, okay, for a few days. Don't be messaging and trying to figure it all out. Pull out of it for a little minute, okay? Allow him to be able to think about this. Also ask the angels to help him with clearing any negative energy that's around him, okay? Because he's not seeing clearly right now. I know that for sure. And it's not really anything that you've done. It's a low self-esteem reaction, okay, to having feelings. All right, if that makes any sense. Excellent. So I'll just pull some cards as well for you. But I know that you're confused, Luis, right? You're confused about this. How could you not be? All right, let me just see what's going to happen here. I'll just ask for the near future for you, Luis, all right? Okay. Yeah. So my feeling, Luis, is that there's definitely been a negative energy, okay? And a person that is focused a lot on those things and having those fear-based thoughts as well. You're confused because this has come out of nowhere as far as you're concerned. But it feels like something's going to have a new turn, okay? So there's a new turn. There's also there's this feeling that there's someone else in your life, if you wanted that, or it's a new start, okay, a new beginning going on here, a new phase. But there's got to be a situation where this person, is honest about what they're really doing here instead of just pushing, the whole thing away. It feels like there's something that they've felt trapped or they've been scared or something's happened in the past and they've reacted that way with you. And this has come directly because of a lowering of their energy and vibration. And also the person that said to you, his best friend saying to you that you're not the only spiritual person in the room. There's something suspicious there. All right. Yes. So you love him, and there's got to be either some kind of explanation that happens, or that there's a new start that occurs. It feels like it's really up to him if he can get past this energy or this fear that he has, and that's remaining to be seen. Whether that's going to take place. But what you're going to have to do is stand firm in who you are, stay true to yourself, just pull back a little bit, trying to figure it all out. Don't try to figure it all out. Just say, I'm here if you really want to talk to me. I really feel that I deserve that much. It'd be really nice if you and I could actually just be away from everybody else and be able to talk about what's really going on. And I think that would be better than really pressuring, why are you doing this? Why is this happening? Who's involved? What's going on? Kind of thing. It's more that you need to talk, and I feel that will happen. Yeah. And it may actually turn around quite quickly as well. okay? But always remember to yourself, Louise, if the right person is there for you, okay, and this is the right, just say that this is the right person for you, there will be nothing that stops that from reconnecting, okay? If it isn't the right person for you, then there's something better for you as well, okay? So maybe have that, yeah, and maybe have that energy of being there if he needs it, but also remember that you're going through changes too, okay? So you don't want someone just to come in whenever they feel like it and leave again. There's got to be some kind of stability and, you know, healing that's happened. He can't treat you like other people have treated him. You know what I'm saying? It seems like there's a patterning there and also an interference that's occurred, okay? If that makes some sense, all right? Whoa. All right, but I wish you all of the best of luck with everything, Luis, and I'm really grateful for you coming in tonight as well. Thank you so much. Wow. Awesome. And you keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing a marvelous job, okay? You keep on being strong and moving forward and being you, because there's nothing that you've done here. I really don't feel that at all. Okay? I know it's hard when you're in it though. Okay. Thank you, Louise. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. See? He's hearing you. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. So blessed. I'm so happy to hear that everything's going well, except for that. Goodness me. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's remember your spiritual team. You know, your spiritual team is right behind you, okay? And just keep your energy centered and strong, and you watch what happens. You pull back, they come running. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Carrie, if Carrie's around, and then it will be Janet, Britney, and Catherine. You're very welcome. All right, Carrie. Always reminds me of that song. Mom always said they always come back. Well, if they know what's good for them, right? All right, Carrie. I think Carrie might be behind. Thank you, Jules. Hope you're feeling okay. You got another big round, Jules, coming on Friday. I'll do it each Friday for you. Excellent. All right, I'm just going to give a couple of minutes for Carrie. And if she doesn't come in, then I'll move on to Janet. Oh, there she is. Carrie, should I work? Well done, Jules. Carrie, should I work with the girl or the male patient at this time? Okay, so let me just tune in for you, Carrie. It feels like I feel the male patient. So the right side of my body is moving more towards that. Okay, so let me just adjust you a little bit, Carrie. So there's this energy around the eye. It goes back into the pineal and then back further into the back of the head. So there's just this nerve here that's not working very well on you, Carrie. So I'm just going to work on this right now. And so it's just things need to be balanced up, all right? So just a moment. Also feeling something in the back of the shoulder blade, down through the legs and the ankles. It's all vibrating. It feels like, I just want to say as well, there's some kind of like a new boss or a new position perhaps for you, Carrie. I'm sort of seeing this energy of a new direction. So just this pressure. I'm just waiting on this to sort of subside as well. It's like you're having a lot of adjustments. It's like you're having a lot of adjustments with, I'm doing your reading, Carrie. It's like you're having a lot of adjustments with your own energy centers as well. And everything's sort of like sparkle. It's like it's like seeing with bits and pieces all floating around kind of thing. So there's this adjustment that needs to happen with the nervous system behind the eyes. And I feel probably that you working on your spiritual awareness, a lot of people, what they do is they try to open up their third eye a lot. So if you're working on your third eye too much, it'll just cause so much strain. Like you'll just feel like drained out. You won't be able to see properly. So whenever there's a spirit energy that's trying to come through, for example, I will feel it straight away into my third eye. So with you being working with patients and things, I'm not sure exactly where you work, but in the energy of that kind of work, there's a lot of discordant spirits that hang around as well. With anyone that does healing, with anyone that does my kind of work, with anyone that's nursing or caring for aged care, or anyone that has clients, counseling or whatever, a lot of spirit energy comes forward with them. And sometimes people can mistake what they're feeling for what someone else is feeling, and vice versa. So you also have to make sure that you're really protecting yourself here, because there's the energy of something like heavy on you. Okay. So hopefully you should be feeling. Right, you with the male. Okay. So there's that male energy. And that's what I feel, that it's definitely got to do with that. I also just get this feeling of you putting a lot of, and I'm trying not to close my eyes, so I'm just still connecting in with it. But it feels like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. There's a lot of fear in the energy, not from you, but just in the air. Or maybe it's just a collective thing. But also that there's a forgetful energy I'm getting too. So again, whether this is absorbing from somebody else, but there's this energy of Alzheimer's or forgetfulness. And sometimes like deceased loved ones, they come forward and they had it, but I would normally feel that in my head. I don't know. It seems like Alzheimer's or dementia energy is around you as well. Not that you have it, but it's around. Okay. Make sure that you're not absorbing it. This is 9 out of 10 people have a problem with absorbing energy from places, situations, people. And this can make you feel all foggy as well. Right, home health. There we go. So there's a need for balance for you, Carrie, as well. Okay. But I'm going to just also pull a couple of cards for you. All right. So just allow this. Remember, when we're working with energetic healing, it's a little different. So it takes about from now, next couple of days, and then a week. And then every week you'll start noticing things if you allow. Okay, so let me just have a check. Okay. Okay. All right, Carrie. Good. All right. Yes, so this is new, and it's to do with the male. Okay, that's the patient that you should work with. This person, the male energy, has a lot of traditional viewpoints. Okay, but this energy leads you into a lot of you'll feel very successful in this connection for whatever reason. So you are supposed to be moving forward in that direction. Of course, it's always up to you, but that's my first impression. So I like to always stick with my first feelings. Okay. And also that there's a like-mindedness as well. So you may find this quite enjoyable. Okay. All right. So just go with the energy. Okay. Go with the flow a little. Relax, as you're moving forward. Yeah, beautiful. And remember, just ask, okay, Archangel Michael, give me the triple shield of protection so that you're not absorbing any of your patients' problems, because that's the last thing that you want, okay? I feel that you're highly sensitive, okay? So you may have a sensitive stomach, or, you may just feel things in your body a lot. That's another clue to make sure that you're really protecting yourself. And then you can ask for your spiritual light team to clear away any remains of other people and keep it away from you, so you can be aware of what's going on, but then you're not drawing it in. You're not taking it on, kind of thing. Okay. Oh, God. No, thanks. Better to go with the male patient, I think. Okay. All right. Thank you, Carrie. Okay. And thank you for the likes, everybody. That's awesome. Janet is next. Anything, says Janet. All right. All right. Thank you for being right there. Okay. Okay. So I'm just making sure. All right. Janet Dennis. I'll tune in first and then I'll pull some cards for you, okay? Okay, Janet. You just feel worried. I feel that you're disappointed about something. So we're just sending a lot of love to you. The angels are working on you right now. I feel this disappointment. Like it's like, oh, that kind of sensation I'm getting from you. And there's things that just coming at you all the time. And I always see your dad, Janet, whenever we whenever we do a reading, he comes forward, and it's almost like there's a question he keeps on asking me. So I'm just going to just tune into that for a second. He's saying, okay, what do you put up with this for? Why? So what do you put up with this for? And why do you do this to yourself? And he's saying, you deserve a lot better than this. Okay. I'm also feeling something in my knee with you and down my leg. So you feel held back into something as well. Okay. Yeah, your dad, he always comes in. Yeah, you're disappointed. Okay, so it's on the right side. Okay, what do you need to be doing? All right. Moving on. That's the first word I got from him. You deserve better. Time to move on. That's what I get. He says you worry or stress or anything. And he said, you're still my daughter, so I can still want the best for you. I can still want you to see the best for yourself. It's almost like he's much better at talking now than he might have been when he was alive. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot more straight to the point. What I notice a lot with people that have transitioned is they don't have the weight of the world literally around them anymore, and they are in the wholeness of all the different parts of who they are. So when they see our perspective, they're seeing it from, like there's some kind of guru or something all of a sudden, right? And they're seeing things as being, okay, you need to do this, or you need to, like, it's easy. To them it is, because remember, they don't have that weight of the world that we're trudging through. So to him, it's a simple decision, move on, let it go, time to go kind of feeling. And it's like, we hear that and we go, but there's this and there's this and there's that and there's this and there's this and there's this and what about that? And it's like, there is no what about that, because those that are, on the other side of the veil, our angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones, our ancestors are all about not wasting time, obviously, because they know how quick things can go. So how quick things can change and how quick things can happen, and suddenly you're grieving somebody, they're not there anymore. So knee, neck. Okay, so let me pull some cards for you as well. He's a Leo. One of the symbols, like in some of my symbology stuff, when there's a lion, and in the tea leaves it's there as well. When you see a lion, so it's funny that you said he's a Leo, because when you see a lion in like tea leaves or whatever, it will say time to act. Because if you think about a lion, okay, and the lion's energy, all you can say is, I know exactly what that lion is going to do if I get anywhere near that lion. So there's already a preconceived idea of how tough that lion is, right? And it's like, I'm not going to mess with that energy. Like, we know what's going to happen. So when you get this message of, you have to do this, or you have to go here, it's time, it's time to move on, or whatever it is. It's like nothing when you're on the spiritual realms to say that. It's harder for us, of course, but if you actually do it with the trust that everything will work out, as soon as you move forward, it's the perfect move for me. Instead of saying, what if it's not the right thing? What if this happens? What if that? I mean, that's a waste of time, because then you just bring all that in. So it's saying act and trust that as you act and have faith in that is the right thing to do, no matter what the scurrying around or what other people's opinions are, And I think one of the things that we do here is we worry far too much about how it's affecting other people when they couldn't even give a crap, about what's happening to us. Okay. I think Janet, like anything to do with, the angels, anything to do with that gentle kind of energy, that reassuring energy is going to help you for sure. Obviously I wrote a book called Angelic Guidance. You can find that anywhere on like Amazon or whatever for like $4 or $5, I think it is. And that'll really help, because it tells you who you can call in certain situations, as well. But yeah, I think starting with things that are gentle will really help you to open up to the way of thinking that needs to be, tougher, right? And then, there you go. So once you sort of understand and grasp the messages every day, ground yourself, Protect yourself, connect yourself every day. Make sure that you're not taking on other people's stuff. And once you start to get into the spiritual 101 of everything will start making a lot more sense for you. But if you're in a worry routine, if you've got anxiety, there's also other things. Like, you could talk to me on the phone, Janet. We could do phone therapies. That's very, very awesome. Either with healing or just listening to you as a counselor or whatever it is that you want. There's a spiritual viewpoint on everything psychological. So both of them really need to go hand in hand as well. So there's many options, or I could do a recording for you at some time. I could also send you recordings to help you to clear blocks as well. Awesome. All right, so let's just do some cards as well. Yeah, so you have to have a leap of faith here. The Fool card has come out for the tarot reading, which is like a beginning step, and you have to take a leap of faith to move forward. Following your dreams, there are unexpected opportunities, and there are developments that are going to reach new levels, especially with your psychic abilities, your trusting and your intuition. It's all there. And caring for yourself and others. And of course, there is a time to rest. Make sure that you're giving yourself rest. When I get ill at any time in my life, what I like to say is I needed a rest and I wasn't listening. So I don't say, oh, I was sick. I hate saying that word. I just say I needed a rest and I wasn't listening. I got put on my butt for a few days, Make sure that you are listening, allow time before you make decisions, but at the same time, decide what's best for you, not everybody else. That's what I think. And an unnecessary worry card came up for you. So, yeah, if you're thinking about 1,000 things at once, you will never choose anything. You'll just keep on feeling confused, okay? There are better ways forward. And if you want more, like I said, I think that there's more personal information here that, you probably need to get off your chest. So, please do reach out. And remember that there's always 10% off when you guys are listening here. And I do put up specials. So you just put 10 as a code at the checkout, the word 10. And you can always get a cheaper message that way. And also doing the 2022 forecasts also are available too. So awesome. Right, Janet? Thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Lots of love. All right, so let me put my gloss on. Britney's next. Okay. Britney. Okay, well done. All right. How can I help you? That's what I like about these messages, is that those that are listening also get a message. All right, Britney, how can I help you? Okay, so as always, I'm going to tune in, Britney, and then we'll go from there. So stay in the chat so I can, if I need to ask you something, I can. All right, so just get ready for healing as well, okay? Something about water. Did you by chance have some kind of leakage or a hind water leak or something, Britney? Okay. Did you have like a hind water leak or something? Because I get water straight away. Some water. Okay. All right. So water or anything to do with home issues. Okay. 1, home issues have to do with emotion. 2, they have to do with the nervous system. If you see the home as yourself, okay, so you see the house as yourself, you can tell what's going on with yourself by what's going on with the house. For example, we have 3 things at the moment that are water related in our house, okay? All 3 happened one after the other, and 3 of them happened earlier this year, and they came back. And what happened earlier? There was something that occurred that caused emotion. Excuse me. So we're waiting on it, the emotion to come out, right? So there's something going on here. So, so always when you look at your house, it's you. Okay, so let me just tune in. All right, I'll go back into it. All right. Okay. So the angels are telling you, Britney, firstly, you got to relax. Okay, you must relax. There's something very stressful around you. Okay, you've got to stop allowing yourself to get upset, and it's just this feeling of, it's like a hyper sensitivity going on with you. Okay, and there's a lot of pressure placed upon you right now. Okay. And the angels are telling you, and the message that I'm kind of getting from them is that you come first. You make sure that you take care of yourself first. The energy and the vibration of sensitivity are there, but relax, rest, listen to your body. Make sure you're doing those things, because you'll get early contractions, or, you'll have an irritable cervix when you're doing that yourself. And then you don't want to go into blame, like say, oh my God, it's my fault. I nearly, this nearly happened to me. You don't want to have to go into those cycles. So the angels are telling you, remember that we are here, that it's time that you offloaded your problems a little more. You may be yelling at them sometimes, but offload your problems a little more, because the nervous system, your circulation, there's swelling. The circulation is in need of repair. You need to rest a lot, but it's really hard, because you're getting to the point where it's you can get anxious easily as well. Again, remembering your protection is there. I get this lady now. Hang on. This is a lady from your past, Britney. So this is the location. So this lady had Alzheimer's. Oh, so You've been in many lifetimes with this lady. It's possibly like a grandma, also supporting you and making sure that you're eating properly, she says. She's all about food. Very uncomfortable. Yep. Okay. High blood pressure can also do that, coming from, stress and, with hypertension and that, you get lots of itching and swelling hands and feet and everything. It's like really uncomfortable. I went through that with my first son. But your grandma, she's worried about food. She's like, she was tapping me on the shoulder while I was talking to you, so I had to pull myself back. Okay, so she's itching my head. She's like stroking my head, like excited, like she's on bingo night. Like she's in. So she wants you to make sure you're eating properly, taking care of yourself. I don't know, she's saying let him do it. It's like the energy of saying, let him do it. Or someone else do it or whatever. Like you're doing too much. Okay? She is like an angel to you because she's really, it's more that the energy is pride, but at the same time making sure that you're taking care of yourself. So there's those things as well. Also. Yeah. She's very excited that you're for you in this energy of your life, like in this part of your life, to be going through these things. And she knows that it's scary, especially in this day and age, like with everything going on. But make sure you just listen to those instructions and try not to overthink the whole situation. Everything's gentle. Okay, that baby will come when they're good and ready to come out, right? They know as a soul what they're doing. When it's right, for them to come forward, they will come. Any kind of stress right now, after just having a stressful situation though, you can scare yourself like crazy. So remember, peace, nice music, looking after yourself, eating, putting your feet up, elevate those feet. Who cares? Just put your feet up. All right. Rest as much as you can. Aromatherapy is helpful. Using your lavenders and lemons and things like that to help also with breathing and kind of getting that energy of you feeling short, a little bit of breath. Okay. And practice, self-care, which is very, very hard. I know. Like I was super young when I had my first one and there was nobody there really to talk to either. But it was really hard to learn that the more that I took care of myself, the more I was helping the baby, that was really hard because you're nervous, like naturally nervous. But believe me, when it's time, you'll be absolutely fine as well. So, yeah. Enjoy life's luxuries, okay? Spending time by yourself. Right. Grandma's probably saying, let him... Yeah, I don't have anyone and nervous and chase. Okay? Chase your 2-year-old all day. Oh, for God's sake. Just know that you're okay. Yep. When you have like 2 and then you have another one, a 2-year-old, another one, it's not going to be easy. I'm just going to tell you because mine were exactly the same. But it's much better as they're growing up. So at first it's like difficult. The 2-year-old's going to be jealous and wanting all of your attention when the baby comes, right? But you need to ask for help, delegate help. You need help here. It's as simple as that. And you're going to have to ask him to do it. And she's telling me that as well. Right? Even though, she's also saying other things, but I don't think I can repeat them. Yeah, so there's also like help where I know people don't want to do this, but like there's home care help as well, where, people will come and check on you and, help out around the place or whatever you need as well, where it doesn't cost anything. I'm sure you can look into that also. But, yeah, the main point here is one day at a time. And that's all you can do is the one day at a time. And you know how this all works, okay? You know what stress is going to do. You know the swelling, and you know all the uncomfortable energy, and you're not ready and all that. But believe me, even if the baby were to come tomorrow, there'd be a way in which you would be ready. There'd be a way in which everything would work through. People would come forward to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a way out of everything. So if you think that way, you're going to have the most success as well. I'm going to just pull some cards also. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So that was not good timing, what was just happening. But within the next couple of weeks, you're coming into your own. Yep. Oh, God. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that extra help where they come and do it, you're going to have to. The next couple of weeks, there's the energy of this release. So you'll move through that phase, right? And yeah, gosh. And you're doing a really good job, okay? You really are doing the best that you can right now with everything that's going on. So that one day at a time, that's going to help you, okay? Just focus on that one day at a time and reach out, if you need anything, okay? And sending many blessings to you and wishing you all the best, okay? So much love. Thank you, Britney. And your grandma, she's funny. She's real funny. So she's right there to talk to her, just say, oh, my God, this is going on. Make sure that you're doing that too as a release, okay? So you got someone who understands, okay? Okay, so this is also reminding of the infant passed away. Okay. Gosh. Much love. Thank you so much, Britney. We're on your side, okay? You've got support. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Yeah, she's really swearing. So just make yourself laugh. Okay, bring joy in. It's going to be so much nicer. Thanks, Britney. All right. So finally, we move into Catherine. And I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate you all coming in and make me laugh as well. Well, that's awesome. She made me laugh, that's for sure. Oh, good. All right. Well, best of luck. And don't forget, you can always reach out and just say, Becky, okay? And I'll totally send you whatever healing you need. All right? Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much. Okay, that would be the best idea, is to allow Catherine, just allow whatever messages comes through. Again, this comes with a lot of healing, okay? So, my main focus is on the healing, and all the information comes out from that, okay? So, beautiful. Okay. All right, so let's go. Catherine, going to tune in for you now. Okay, Catherine. So just be open for the healing. I feel like you're really going through a extremely difficult time. I kind of feel emotion coming to the surface, like I want to cry. So I'm just feeling that you're really going through something right now. And there's a lot of decisions to make. I'm feeling a lady, okay, close by to you. And this lady has beautiful hair, like beautiful white hair. And she's smiling in your direction. So she's really proud of you and what you're doing. And I just feel that something is not there's something medical here for you personally. And it feels like there's a fogginess going on with the brain, or the brain is not connecting with certain parts of the body very well. And it just feels heavy, like you're sick and tired of this strain. It's like a strain. And I'm getting it more on my left side as well. So we'll just balance this up. Again, I have to always say that sometimes what I'm picking up for you is something that you've absorbed as well. Okay? Okay. All right. So I'm just feeling this vibration. Okay. So it's almost like you've got the brain and then it's shooting in opposite areas. So the left side is with left side having, okay. So it's, yeah. All right. It just feels like it's not communicating properly. Okay, so I'm just going to see what I can do energetically with the angels just for now. Because if I don't, I'll keep feeling it until I address it. So I'm just going to close my eyes. Okay, something's releasing in the right leg as I'm doing this. Away. Okay. All right, so this is much better. Oh gosh. So that's whatever you're going through within your physical body is a horrible kind of an energy. And it's not your, obviously it's not your fault. It's just something that's going on, and it's not, your body is not communicating with itself properly. So I'm hoping that the remapping of things, the angels are going to work on this for another week or so. Yeah. So it felt like something released out as we were working on this side, down the back. So it's anything in the feet has something to do with the brain. The feet and the brain go together. Okay. The shoulders and your hips go together, right? So whatever's going on in the back is from the past or past lives. Whatever's in the front is right now in this life, right? But the opposites. So if I had a problem with my right shoulder, I probably have something going on with my left knee, right? So when we did this work over here, it lifted out. It's almost like a sciatic nerve just opened like this. And so it allowed a flow or something to come through. Anyway, okay, so this also brings up an energy in your chest as well. Perhaps that's just a lot of weight going on right now. There's a heaviness here. Okay. Okay. All right. However, the other sort of energies that I'm getting from you is a lot of activities and a lot of people coming together and a lot of happiness as well. So there's that, but there's also a lot of this pressure which just causes you to be right off of balance. And it feels like there's something nerve or viral related, and also something in the spine that doesn't sit right in my energy that I'm seeing. Okay. So for the next week or so, just keep continuing to thank the angels as they pull things away. And these are things that are, some of it is inside of you, but some of it is exacerbated by the sensitivities that you have, and from other people as well. So I feel like there is peace and there is contentment. There's things like that are taking place, and events starting to happen really quickly. And this could also bring a rushing of energy or nervous energy coming through you as well. Okay, so let me just see here. Okay. All right, so let me just tune in and see if it's your son. Okay. That's part of it I'm getting. Okay, part of it. So there's this grandmotherly energy that's still sitting there. So I know that she's connected with you, just proud and gentle and quiet and remembering who you are as well. It feels like you're doing for everybody else and rushing around almost, and it's really hard for you to notice yourself and where you're going and what you're doing and what you even want to do, because it all revolves around everybody else. So kind of feeling it in the shoulders a little bit as things are adjusting right now. And I feel also, I'm just going to pull some cards for you as well, but I feel that you need to release, cry. Like there's a buildup of feeling, emotion inside of you. Yeah, right? But there's just this something about the house too. So I'm feeling like there's a discordant energy in the house. Okay. Please email me, devinemiracles@gmail.com, and I'll send you a house blessings recording to do on the house. I feel like there's some kind of energy in the house that is negative as well. All right. Let me just pull some cards for you, okay? I really feel the angels are really adjusting this left side, okay? Because I'm still feeling them working, in here, sinuses, up in here, up in the back, okay, across the face, brain. There's a lot going on. All right. I'm just going to pull some cards for you, Catherine. And all right, so you're waiting for things to fall into place. There is a need to balance these emotions, and we just talked about it. It's come up in the card. There's something that's going to occur in the next month that'll be a new start, brilliant ideas, seeing the truth of a situation and communicating as well. Sometimes things are a challenge in the beginning, but then you have this energy of having security as well. Good. Very happy sort of energy in the house. So I'll just send you the blessings for the house. Okay. All you do is just listen to it. And it's really lovely. It's really lovely. And you can feel a difference happen, especially because tomorrow's an eclipse. All right. And this is the first time this has happened in like 500 years that this particular length of the eclipse is happening. That's a lot. And we're not going to see it again till 26 something. So we won't be here. So, it's a long change. It's a long time coming, is this change that we're going to be experiencing, and also experiencing changes as we go into the new year that are completely different to what we're seeing or have been seeing over the last 2 years. So everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And also the creative passion within you, Catherine. So making sure that you're also giving time for yourself as you move ahead, giving time for creative energy. When you do the house clearing, you'll probably notice for a week afterwards, one thing after the other starts changing for you. Excellent. Yes, a very good time to release them. Friday, is the eclipse. That'll be the best time. It's a full moon. Always a good time to burn stuff, get rid of stuff, but remember that you're going to be extra sensitive because of it as well. Okay. Thank you, Catherine. Beautiful. So hopefully you'll feel better and start to feel more clarity coming in. Thank you so much. Okay. So my husband tells me there's one more, I think. Stefano. Okay. So Stefano now. Sometimes you're very welcome. Thank you, Catherine. Okay. So we have Stefano. Sometimes people, you can, if you don't want, if you have a situation that's really private for you or whatever, you can always make the donation and then email me if you don't want everybody to hear it, kind of thing. You can always email me and I'll make you a short recording as well. We have Donna for Stefano. We're not sure who it is. Oh, Stefano. Okay. They may just be, I didn't see that in the list. I didn't even see Stefano come in. Okay, hang on. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we'll just wait a minute and see if that's me. Stefano's my part. Okay, Stella, hey. Okay, here we go, Stella. You have an artistic block that you're trying to overcome, but when I try to paint, I'm totally frozen. What is that? Okay. I have an artistic block that you're trying to overcome, but when I try to paint, I'm totally frozen. What is that? So Stella, do you want me to do this in a private recording for you? Okay, how can we heal the block? All right, so get ready. Okay, you're going to get blasted with healing power right now. All right, Stella, let me just tune in for you, okay? So just be open, all right? And I'm going to see what message I get about this, okay? Okay, Stella, all right. So the first thing that hits me is straight behind me. So this is a past life energy of something you've done this before and you got a block before and you're in that block right now. And what I'm getting a message for is that when you start to paint, that you should just paint circles. Okay, start with like a labyrinth, like spirals, and paint those spirals, okay? And at the same time as you're painting the spirals, you're saying to yourself, that's the old me, this is the new me. In this life, I don't have any blockages, okay? And it's like if you just start somewhere, just start with those labyrinth circles, that has an energy in it of its own, okay? And don't overthink this, because the thinking is blocking your intuition of the flow, okay? So that's what they're sort of telling you to do. Yeah, so something from a past life where you've been it was actually sculpting that you did in a past life. And the same thing would happen to you where you'd just be like, I can't move past it or whatever. But, it's just that you're at that same kind of age level as you were. And that happens a lot too. We have phobias that all of a sudden hit us because of, past life energies. So this is what I'm getting for you, is that you need to start with drawing those. And it's so weird because I do this all the time, but just doing the page. See, sort of like just doing these, going over your page, you know what I'm saying? Like doing the swirls, and just keep on going, because you can't give in to the anxiety, because you need to be able to have this outlet, okay? So, you have anxiety only thinking about painting, right? So you're just overthinking instead of feeling the whole thing. And you don't have to do anything in particular, but what you need to do is be able to make the movement, and then you're with the movement, you're doing sound by saying what you want. I don't have any blocks, this is absolutely fine, that was the past. So you're putting sound in it, you're putting motion into it, and you start manifesting a new energy to come in as well. And then all of a sudden you'll just start doing things. And the anxiety is also there for it's like a performance anxiety, right? If you haven't cleared yourself and you haven't grounded, connected, protected, or asked for all of that energy to come in, if you haven't done those, then you can be feeling all kinds of stuff and it will block you. And sometimes the negative energy will block us from doing what we want to do. Like sometimes that even happens to me with doing these live readings. Sometimes there'll be this little voice that says, no one's going to be there. Don't worry about doing it. You might as well just forget about it. Do it another day. And then on those days, I'm like, no, I'm going to be there, even if I don't feel up to it, because I know that it's important. And something tries to block that process, So this is important for you to be able to creatively express, even if it's just, starting small, doing the circles kind of thing, getting some movement happening. And it's funny that you say, because I need to get into my my own, mandalas and things that I do, the big geometrical drawings and things that I make with the energy in it. I haven't made one drawing this year. Last year I was doing it all the time. So, you can get distracted really easily. So that's the way forward with healing that block. I'm also just going to pull some cards for you as well, Stella. So, yeah, starting off with just doodling, just circles, speaking to yourself differently. You're obviously getting built up to something that's really, really enormous for you. Like sometimes, as I said, it's like a negative will try to stop a positive from happening as well. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Well, this will okay. If you listen to that and you really want to get back into it, that's where you got to start. That's what they told me straight away. Start doing spirals. Okay, circles, spirals, and chanting. With it. Okay. All right. Let me do some cards for you as well, Stella. Okay. Clearing away all that no longer serves you is the first card, the Queen of Air. Okay, so making sure that you're making a bold choice. If this is what you want to do, that you're not putting too much pressure on yourself. Also, dealing with challenges in a kind and understanding manner rather than saying, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't do this. This is hard, all that sort of thing. Remember not to give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and belief in yourself as well. If you don't, it's like you have to have this outlets in one way or another. So it's time to heal, and it's also the time to forgive yourself and others as you're moving forward. Standing your ground. Making sure that you're not being so hard on yourself, like where you feel like you've missed opportunities or whatever it is that you're telling yourself. You can reprogram this energy. The angels are working on helping to dissolve those ties, but you've got to do the last part of, making those declarations as well. You don't want to, this is what came up for you, self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you expect the worst, that's what ends up taking place, right? Right? So you don't want to be losing sleep over this, okay? Okay. So any kind of negative thoughts or, fear or anxiety and all that stuff is not real. It's time to start being compassionate with yourself. And challenge this energy and fight it in the best way that you can. And that is by declaring what it is that you want. You no longer have any hold on me. This is over. This is a new life. I'm beginning this new cycle now. I am, the most amazing painter. It's got no choice but to come out. Angels are working with me. I'm supported and guided. I will know exactly what to do, and the clarity will start coming back. So if you want to heal something, you have to heal with positivity, because you can't heal and then go, but I don't know whether that's going to happen, or what if it doesn't happen, and what if I get anxious anyway? You know what I'm saying? So your ego will try to talk you out of stuff. No. So if you tell yourself, I've got a mission to accomplish, and it's going to come bit by bit, so I'm not overwhelmed. Things are going to change bit by bit, so it's easy for me. Things are going to shift, one bit at a time. You won't be overwhelmed with it, and you won't be nervous when it comes. I remember Archangel Michael telling me, I'd be like, I don't want to make videos, I said to him. This was 2009. I said, I don't want to make videos. I don't want to do that. I don't feel right making videos. Archangel Michael said, one day you will be, and then you'll just do it. So don't worry about it until that day comes. You know, stop worrying about not doing something. And it said, just say, you know what, when the timing's right, it'll just kick in. And I'll know exactly what I need to do. And I'll start in small steps, and I'll start with the way that I'm talking to myself, and I'll lead by example, etc. Right? And that's what will end up bringing the healing for you. So it's got no choice but to come out. So thank you very much, Stella. Okay. And if you want anything, you guys want some recordings or anything like that, please send me an email. And I will send out free recordings. If you want your 2022 forecast, please grab it while you can, because December or towards the end of December, everyone's rushing to get their 2022 forecast. So try to get this before then. And thank you so much. As I said, Stella, I felt that there was sculpting, okay? And you had the same kind of thing happen to you as well. So we dissolved that energy away from you. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, Stella. If you still have a question or something, just send me an email. I try my best. I do get a lot of emails, but thank you so much. You're really, really welcome. I hope it works for you. I know it will. Okay, so everybody, see you on Friday. I will be live here or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. I'm not sure. Probably here because it's easier. Okay, or I'll be doing a premiere where I can talk to you. It's extremely important on Friday, and I may do more readings on Friday nights. We have an auction on Saturday nights. If we've got anything, we've got some extra things. We're going to have a look around and see what we can auction. But hope to see you. So hang in there, everybody. Okay, lots of love, and bye for now. Thank you so much. Thank you to my husband, Desiree. Thank you for being here. Thank you.